45th of Dissest, 233, Third Era of the Age of Songs, Kingdom of Kerk. Today marks my first day manning the stand as a lantern maker and salesman, and it has me pensive. The rain and snow that almost never relents around Lorelei has made our home one of darkness. People use lanterns to guide themselves through the world on darkened days, and as such lantern makers are a proud bunch. Yet today I do not feel proud. I feel lightless. Ironic, I think. My mother made lanterns, and so did hers before her. I come from a lineage meant to comfort me. Yet, as I craft lanterns for others, I find myself lost. Do not get me wrong. Mother says I am a fantastic tinsmith, and my lanterns often come out quite beautiful. She assures me nobles from all around will want one of my creations. I cannot help but feel unfulfilled. I make light that guides people physically, crafting the perfect lantern and dipping the candles that it will hold, but I have never felt the light that guides people spiritually. I suppose what I mean to say is I have never known love. Of course I love my family, but I wish to one day make my own family. I wish to find the candle to the lantern of my soul, something to make me carry my own light. However, I doubt this day will come. I am too married to my work to marry a nice girl from town. In the process of making beautiful metalworks, I allow myself to become messy and disheveled. Long hours by the forge leave me smelling of smoke, and by the time I have a spare moment for myself, someone else needs a lantern to fix to their belt. Mother is too old to work the forge now, so the work must fall to me. If I am to keep rolls on our table and a roof over our heads, I simply must work. First of Marquette, 234, Third Era of the Age of Songs, Kingdom of Kerk. I did not believe it was possible, but I believe I may have met the one. As the year came to an end and the winter feast came and went, I continued to sell lanterns. However, today, as the soldiers returned home from across the sea where they fight devils and monsters, there was a reprieve from the rainstorm. The sun began to shine, and stepping off one of the boats, there she was. Her hair shone in the light a brilliant black that rivals the depths of the night sky, her skin a beautiful topaz brown, and when I saw her it was as though my heart caught fire. She looked tired as she lugged her heavy bag and dropped her weapon, so, without thinking, I ran from the stand and offered to carry her bag for her. She laughed and nodded at me. I could not lift the bag, but she said she knew I couldn't. She told me her name is Masuda, and that's when I noticed her lantern. It had been battered and damaged, either across the sea fighting the hordes of the damned or just from use. I tried to contain myself, but I almost blurted out that I could make her a new one. She smiled and nodded, but told me she had no money to offer. I proudly announced that I would do this for free. All day I worked the forge. Working the metal into the perfect shape, I spent hours punching holes in it to make patterns of the sun when it is lit. I even used the last of my silver to decorate the outside. I hope she likes it. Third of Marquette, 234, Third Era of the Age of Song, Kingdom of Kerk. I brought her the lantern, and she seemed quite pleased with the work. She told me that even though it doesn't rain much on the continent across the sea where her and her companions fight, the sky just clouded and dark, she will keep it on her belt, as a good luck charm. There was a certain sadness in her eyes, as though she didn't want to venture back across the ocean. I don't blame her. Though I have never seen a demon myself, I grew up watching the ships filled with swords and soldiers depart our ports. Few ever returned. I imagine a terrible place across the sea, and the horror I imagine is likely nowhere near the reality of that place, a horror she truly knows. She toyed with the latch as that sad smile remained on her face. I told her that I hope the gods will bless the lantern, bid its light to keep her safe and secure. She thanked me as tears began to roll down her beautiful cheek. She told me they leave again at the end of this week and will not return until the season has ended. I was begging the gods to keep her safe, to give me some sort of sign that she is fine, when something odd happened to my heart. It felt tight, like it was being squeezed. Then I began to hear a second heartbeat in the back of my mind. I knew it certainly was not mine, as it was beating slowly and evenly. As I lay in bed tonight, the beating has not stopped. I am certain it is the sound of her heart. And I am even more certain that the gods heard my plea and blessed me with a sign that she is alive. Maybe they even blessed the lantern for her, to keep her safe and alive while she faces the worst of the world, hundreds of long steps across the waves. "25th of Pelenth, 234, Third Era of the Age of Songs. Kingdom of Kerk. She is coming home today, I can feel it. Since she left, the beating in my mind has not ceased. I have heard her heart race. I hear it settle when she sleeps, but not once has it stopped. I am certain today is the day her and her brothers and sisters in arms come home. What a beautiful day to come home on. It is spring now. The gods have gifted us with 2 days of sun without rain and only scattered clouds. I have made hundreds of lanterns in the time she's been gone, but the only one I think about is the one that hangs off her belt. Did it keep her safe? Did its light protect her from the evils she faced? I am certain she is safe. My heart beats in time with hers now. When hers would panic across the waves, mine speeds up. I do not sleep until I hear her heart settle into an easy rest. I do not know what I did to deserve this gift from the gods, but they gave it to me and I could not be more grateful for them. Is this what it is like to have light in my chest? The lantern that is my body feels heavy with fear, but certain in its ability to face the darkness. I believe I love her. As soon as she steps off that boat, I am going to beg her to stay here with me, not return to that evil place. I would make 1,000,000 lanterns if it meant I could afford to take care of her, if she could rest her sword arm for good. Today is the day. I am certain. "17th of Gautha, 234, Third Era of the Age of Songs. Kingdom of Kerk. Perhaps the gods are tormenting me for falling in love so easily. She is still not home. Every day I watch the ports and I wait for her. But her ship has not arrived. The soldiers assure me there are a few more boats still bound for home, but I worry she is not on them. Maybe the beating of her heart in my mind is fantasia, an illusion of a foolish mind. If the gods did curse me to believe I could hear her heart, it would be a cruel joke. The only thing that gives me hope these days is waking up and hearing it beating. I continue to make lanterns. The love of her still warming my spirit, giving me light. But how long can a flame last if it is not fed? I am determined to love her forever. The love of her makes me the perfect lantern maker. My hands will work diligently at the forge, and I will make as many as I can, all for her. If this beating is a trick in my mind, I do not care. If it is hope, all the better. I love her. I will hold out hope that my love will return home. I will make light to brighten a dark world. I pray she returns on the next ship home. Until then, the beating of her heart in my mind is a constant companion, a reminder of my own flame, my own light and love. I will pour love into everything I build because that is what a lantern maker does. We offer people light, hope, and safety, and love in a very dark world. Lorelei Vistas is a companion story to Legends of Lorelei, produced by Livewire Stories. This show is written and produced by Gwen Fullman. The music you heard in this episode was made by Gwen Fullman. The narrator for this episode was played by Gwen Fullman. If you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, please consider subscribing to our Patreon at Livewire Multimedia Stories to receive episodes a week early for only $2 a month. Check out our website at livewiretabletop.wixsite.com/livewire. Subscribe to us on YouTube, or join our Discord in the description below. The best way you can support us is by showing this to a friend. Thank you.